Oh, look, it's so much excitement here in the studio tonight, and obviously if you're hearing it on Saturday morning, the repeat. Jace, I am that excited because we are back.
I'm pumped, and I reckon everyone around North Central will be as well. It's been a long 18 months. Footy and netball finally get back out on the paddock this weekend. Can't wait for it, and can't wait to talk to our next guest as well.
Ricky Allan, our resident expert from the Wycheproof-Narraport Footy Club and North Central Footy. Hey, how are you, Ricky?
Very well, thanks, Wayne. Yeah, g'day, Jason. Thanks for having me, fellas. I thought you might have been sick of me by now.
Never sick of you, Ricky, and definitely not sick of North Central football. Can't wait to talk about what's been a long wait for you guys.
Yeah, it has. Along with every other league in country Victoria and around Australia, the small football, netball and hockey clubs are the heartbeat of the town. So to have a year off, and I think everyone, you just figure out how much you really do miss it. So just the social aspect, also the physical and mental aspect of playing sport as well. Everyone's here. Can't wait to get back into it.
Now, I know, Ricky, in your profession in life, outside of being one of the greats of the Wycheproof-Narraport Footy Club, but you're a school teacher. With the kids, you would have observed the kids last year and obviously some homeschool times, and then we're talking here about kids coming back to play sport. As a teacher, can you give us a bit of an insight in what it means for country towns to then have this Saturday sporting fixture, a range type sport, and how important that may be?
Yeah, and I think mental health is an ever-growing sort of aspect, becoming more prevalent. And within, I don't think I'm speaking out of school, but within around Victoria and that sort of thing, it definitely was on the rise last year. It wasn't only just your Saturday organised sport, but a lot of inter-school sports were scrapped, like your athletics and cross-countries were also taken away last year as well. So physical and mental health definitely was on the decline in kids last year. And so to have Saturday sport back along with the other sports and to see kids being more active, I think, I'm a big advocate for that.
Indeed, and you're exactly right, Ricky, but let's have a look at what's coming up on Saturday. Your boys are going to head down the highway to Charlton Park and take on those pesky Blues. Should be a cracking start to the season. Let's start with Charlton. How are they shaping up? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so Charlton have lost Kane Robbins, their coach from a couple of years ago, and have gone back to two of their club legends in Aaron Walklate and Anthony Judd. So those two will be co-coaching. I'm presuming they're both jumping on the field. But I've found that when you appoint club local legends, a lot of past players come back to play as well, and that's what they've done. They've signed up a number of quality players. So they've got Tim Hill back. He's coming back from Eagle Hawk Footy Club. Tim will be mid-30s, but he's played a high quality of football. He's been a Bendigo Football League representative a number of times. He'll slot into centre-half back along with Reece Thompson there, and that'll make for a real formidable defence. Along with Bruckman Angus McKenzie coming back from Lalbert. So Charlton they'll be very competitive this year and look to increase their place from where they were 2 years ago. So Wyche and Charlton, there's never been too much. It doesn't matter if one side's up the top or down the bottom. There's never a lot between the tight tussle. And for the Demons, we've brought in a couple of recruits as well. So Mick Delaney, who's come from Strathfield, is coaching us this year, and he's brought with him a number of players through, just a number of his friends. And one of them is former Essendon player Aaron Henneman. So Aaron's about 39 or 40, but he's a very big size and will sit out of the goal square and hopefully put a few through the big stick. So, we've also got Bo Bish back to the club from his time away at Newham for the year 2 years ago. So when you're bringing back a five-time club best and fairest to the team, we're going to be stronger again. So I'll be tipping Wycheproof, but that's more with my heart. It'll be a close game, and that's with my head.
I'm going to ask the question, how's Ricky Allan's hip and leg? Are you likely to be sitting on the sidelines as an assistant coach, or will we see you out and about, Ricky?
A bit of both, Wayne. I'll be out and about in a pink jersey, so I'll be doing the running. Probably getting a few messages back my way from opposition, no doubt. So I'll be doing the running and, helping out where I can. So that'll be my role, I think.
Great. Bobish off half-back delivers one to Henneman, lace out, and Henneman from 50 goes bang, and the Wycheproof faithful will be cheering.
After the siren.
Not often enough, though, I think, Charlton, for me. Okay. Donald to take on Wedderburn. And Ricky, how was this one shaping up down at the Donald Recreation Reserve? They got a massive new, huge auditorium they've just built there. It's a fabulous setup. How do you see the Royal Blues?
Yeah, so Donald were probably a club that really benefited from COVID in terms of their player loss. They lost a significant amount of locals the year before, which they've been able to retain back. And that's been through they've appointed previous former premiership player Rowan Brown back to the club as coach. So Rowan was the coach of Central Highlands a couple of years ago when North Central played them down there. So he's brought with him a number of, obviously, local players, but he's also brought a bit of talent out of Ballarat with 3 or 4 ex-VFL players, along with former AFL player Ross Young, who is a Donald boy and come back a couple of years ago. So Ross is getting, a little bit on in age, but I remember him from 2 or 3 years ago, and he's a high-quality player, and that sort of thing just doesn't leave you.
And the Wedderburn crew, how are they shaping up?
Yep, getting to the Wedderburn crew. So Sam Barnes obviously caught that significant eye injury 2 years ago, which has forced him into retirement. So he'll be coaching along with Danny Bename. I think Danny's still playing. Sam will be on the sidelines, and they'll be looking for their youth to really drive their growth this year. So Sam Lockhart is coming back from a knee injury. He'll be, he's 21 now. He's starting to grow into his body, along with Oscar Holt. They've also managed to get Will Holt back from Sandhurst. So they're a young crew of 21, 22. I imagine as the year goes on, they'll be starting to really push for that 4th spot.
All right, Bircher Watcham have been the bridesmaids in 2018 and 19, but they want to be Raging Bulls this year. Can they get that elusive premiership that they so desperately have wanted? They front up to Lord Nelson Park down at St Arnaud for this match.
Yeah, so Bircher have gone back to their previous coach in Trevor Ryan, who coached them to their last premiership in 2002. So Trevor's a bit of a country football legend in terms of his resume and that sort of thing. So he's taken on the role of the head of the Bulls. So with that, he's bringing a number of recruits with them as well. So a couple of players that they've picked up is Dan Castellano. Now, Dan's been at Bircher previously, and this guy's a personal favourite of mine. He plays in a forward pocket, but his pressure is up there with the best I reckon I've seen. He'll kick 60 or 70 goals this year, no doubt. So look out for that name to be kicking amongst the goals most weeks. Another player they've picked up is the brother of Dale Hinkley, who's Clayton Hinkley. So Clayton spent a bit of time at Fremantle playing 30 or 40 games there with the Dockers, and they've got him out of Melbourne to come back to have a year with along with his other brother, Jason Hinkley. So the Hinkleys there will be prevalent as well, but personal favourite of mine will be Castellano kicking a number of goals for the Bulls this year. That was, as you said, taking on St Arnaud. So St Arnaud will be coached by Jacob Tillig again this year. They haven't lost a lot to St Arnaud, so again, they'll be looking for their local talent to help them through. Now, Sam Dyke's coming back down so he lives in Darwin, but they'll be flying him back down, I'm pretty sure, to come back at centre half back. Along with that, they've got the ruckman of Harry Crone. Now, Harry Crone will be up there titling for the best ruckman in the league by the end of the year. So this will be a great game to see how well St Arnaud's recruits go, because for mine, Bircher and Sealake are the benchmark of the competition, so I'll be tipping Bircher off just not knowing what St Arnaud are going to bring to the table.
Well, St Arnaud bring probably 11 premiership medals from the cricket season with them, but that's long gone now, but Bircher Watcham for me too. And this would be top versus bottom from 2019. Bort, I think, went winless in the last season, while Sealake Nandaly saluted, as we know. So the question is, have Bort improved any, and have Sealake Nandaly come back to the pack?
Well, Sealake have lost 2 big outs in the Collins brothers, Jason and Brad. So one key position, one at back and one at forward. So I'll imagine whilst early on in the year that experience is going to hurt them, they do have a lot of young talent coming through the ranks, and it's a great opportunity for a number of those young kids like Brodie Weir and Lachlan McClellan to really, take their opportunity that will be given to them because they've lost a bit of experience. They've got back Kyle Brasser, who was there a couple of years ago, as that hard inside midfielder, and he'll be a great addition to them as well. As for Bort, I don't know how much they will have improved. I reckon they'll improve, but I don't think they will improve enough to be beating Sealake tomorrow. So they've got Andrew Hawker who's previously a ball player, but they've got him back to coach as well. They've haven't lost a lot from where they were a couple of years ago, but they've got a bit to make up, going winless 2 years ago. So they've got back Cody Gunn and Elliot Lade and Tom Hawker, the son of Andrew, as well. So Bort's improvement will be there, I believe, but I don't think it'll be enough to topple Sealake tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be great to be back and the kids having an opportunity. I know that at your club there isn't any under-16s again for about the 6th season in a row. You've got some lads going down to play at Charlton in that age group and struggling with some numbers in the junior grade. So if any parents around the districts hearing our report, you've got kids that still haven't made up their mind, get out and support the local footy club and get some numbers to these clubs so we can keep them going for season 2021 and into the future. And Ricky, always great to talk North Central. We're so excited to be back, making sure that you get out there in that pink jersey rather than one of those navy blue ones with a red band. Ricky, we'll look forward to your comments through 2021.
Thanks, Wayne and Jason.